I may have given away a few free meals without taking their money.
What was your very first job ever?
So I worked in a retail store. I was about 17 years old. I did catering, so I would work on a Friday after school, a Saturday and a Sunday.
So my first job was washing cars at Mike's Autos in Mowbray.
My first job ever was serving fish and chips.
Does being 16 count as a first job? So, a cashier at Spa.
I once ran an event and ordered the wrong food. I swapped 2 events food around. That was probably a really bad one. And the worst was the one was a Jewish event and the one was a normal event. So switching them around for one person it's actually fine, but for the other party it's actually really bad because it's supposed to be kosher food.
Because I used to work during like the Christmas season and was really busy, and I'm pretty sure people stole things under my watch, and I just pretended like I didn't see them walk out with things because I didn't want to get into trouble.
Was that intentional?
No, completely unintentional. I don't even think they found out that there was a short. It's one of those things where you go to bed at night and you're like, wait, that customer, I don't remember getting their money.
I spent all my money one Friday at the shop on pies and games and women, and I couldn't go home. And the blunder was that my mom came there the next day to find out why I never came home, along with why it is that I'd spent all the money and blundered. And she told my boss, and he kind of looked at me differently from that day forward.
Oh, KFC, I burnt a whole pot of chicken already. So that's a lot of chicken.
I was a factory worker at a printing company.
Given that it's the military, errors are, should not take place. But there was one time where I had a drink when I wasn't supposed to. When I was supposedly on duty, but I wasn't aware that I was.
So someone would count with you at the end of your shift. So you would count pre-close of end of day, right? And then you'd go upstairs and they would count with you. And now I'm nervous standing there. I'm like, it looks like I'm short because nothing is actually matching.
My hand got sucked into an extractor fan and cut open, blood everywhere, took me to the ER and got stitches back the next day working with one hand.
They made you come back?
They didn't make me come back. It was the first day after school, first work after school, so I wanted to impress the people, wanted to be that guy that's always there, and made it through.
And what happened?
I got called out in a meeting. Well, not me directly. It was said that, someone was drinking. Everyone knew it was me, so.
I actually fell with a whole tray of veg, and someone asked me if the bowls were okay, but they were all broken. Like, no one asked me if I was okay, but...
Well, there's nothing you can do. It just goes into wastage. So then they just basically donate it. And then obviously you just have a stern warning from your manager. Don't do it again, because it was a whole lot of chicken in a pot.
It was a learning point for me because I was new at the time. I've learned from it, never made the mistake again.